Hey everyone, it's time for some more Monster Hunter, and today we are going to be grinding three things: the Flame Pouch, HR Points, and Rathian, or Rathalos. Rathian and Rathalos. Basically, they're the ones who I can get a Flame Pouch from the easiest, so those are who I will be grinding. I have sounded notice to my community, so we'll see if somebody wants to join, but with that said, without any further ado, let's get right into it. Check out my Patreon, linked in the description below to become one of the mad lads, or ladies. Also, subscribe, please. Alright, looks like we got a new face today, that being Fully, and of course, Big D was generous enough to decide to help as well. Now, I have been getting some performance issues today, but I'm hoping this is something that isn't going to last for too long. And it looks like we got... I have no idea how to say his name. I'm just going to say... Artai. Looks like we got Artai back. I'm sure this quest is going to be super easy for them. It looks like they're all pretty far into the game, and it's just a low-rank Rathian. But I really do need to grind out Rathalos and Rathian. I actually figured out how to get the Corona. I think I need to rent the Rook and Bishop rooms a bunch of times. Now, something I am going to do is I'm going to tone down the graphic settings real quick, because it looks like I am getting some problems with overheating right now. Alright, so I toned down a couple of settings. I'm hoping that fixed the problem. It looks like Skits was wanting to join. If we do have a spot open up after this mission, I'll be happy to let him join, but unfortunately, we do have a full party at this time. It always does make me feel bad. I wish we could mod like 7, 8-man, well, I guess raids into the game, for lack of a better term. So, I'm just going to say this for the record. I am on a different little PC laptop thing I got. Back when I had a career and actual money to spend, I bought a couple of these little micro PCs, and they're supposed to be handhelds with the gaming controls, whatever, built in. So right now, the one I'm using, I did only just recently set it up, so the OBS settings might not be quite the same. So do give me some feedback in the description below, or excuse me, in the comments below, if my audio is peaking too much or something or another. As a matter of fact... my audio is peaking a little too much right now, so I'm going to turn it down slightly. I'm going to say that should be okay right there. Now, pretty much the same thing applies. I'm going to try to fight the Rathian and Rathalos as much as I can. I do need some flame sacs, but I also need Rathalos parts for Rathalos armor. So I know that one rule I have in my community is that I want to make sure everyone gets at least one chance to do missions with me. And it seems like I'm finally at that point where I am starting to get full parties, to the point where people who've played with me before have to step out in order to keep up with that rule. Now, it's not to say I don't value anybody who has helped me out before, but I also want to make sure everybody gets at least one chance to join in, because, after all, my name, Aibo, I came up with it randomly about a year ago, and in Japanese, it turns out it means companion or friend, I believe. No, companion or partner. And... for me, the whole community aspect really is important to me, so while I do feel bad having somebody who's already played with me before step out, it is so that new people can step in and join and be a part of that community as well. Doesn't make me feel any less bad, though. Now, thankfully there should be a lot less lag than last time. I actually forgot there is a Rathian quest in the Forest and Hills, but thankfully it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Although... now that I think about it, was there supposed to be... I could have sworn that the Rathian quests were in the swamp and in the desert. Let me double check. Yeah, it's a Rathian. I actually don't think I've done this quest, so this will be a new one, I believe. I think. I really don't remember doing this quest, but either way, should be pretty simple. Same as standard fare. Go find the Rathian, kill it, same as usual. Now, I'm going to guess the Rathian is either in Area 4 or Area 9. Honestly, Area 9 seems like the kind of area that the devs would put the Rathian in just to be a dickhead. All love and respect to the developers, though. They made an actual legacy. Thank you so much for making Monster Hunter. Whoever created it, Tori something, I can't remember what his name is. I apologize, but I don't hate that they made this game. I just hate some of the things they put in the game. Like Cephadrome, or Plesioth, or Area 9 in Forest and Hills. Now, I'm not hearing the Rathian's footsteps, so I'm guessing it is not here. So I'm going to check Area 4 and 5, see if she's there. I think it would be funny if Rathian was flying around Area 6 and sliding up against the walls like Rathalos does. Although it wouldn't really make a lot of sense, Rathian doesn't normally fly around a lot. So I am surprised she's not in these flatter, wider areas. Yeah, what the heck? There's Rathian. Okay. And paintball. Yes. actually managed to land it. I really wish there was jumping attacks in the game, because that would be the perfect opportunity for one. Now, generally a priority with Rathian is trying to cut off the tail, because, well, at least in Monster Hunter World. I'm not really sure what the point would be of cutting off the tail in the older games, besides just getting the items, of course, but I know in World, something unique, a unique change they made to Rathian is that if you cut off the tail, sure, tail attacks wouldn't be poisonous anymore. I'm actually surprised why they only did it in Monster Hunter World, because that does make a lot of sense. I mean, besides the chin spike, like, I think the bite attacks should be poisonous, but if you break the chin spike and if you cut off the tail, then the poison should be negated. At least that would seem like a fair way of doing it. That would be a really nice way to incentivize thinking strategically, too. Like, the hammer users could go for the chin spike, and the anybody with a cutting weapon, like great swords and long swords, could go for the tail. See, now Rathian going to Area 4, that does make more sense to me, because she does like to sprint and charge a lot. So in an area like Area 4, there's a lot of flat areas, and that does make sense. But an area like Area 6, it's just so cramped and awkward. So I wondered why the devs did code her to actually go in there. I mean, maybe because she just shares a lot of coding with Rathalos, but at the same time, I just feel like it would have made more sense if they would just cut that cut out and had her go to, like, Area 2, Area 3, Area 10, and Area 4. And Area 5, of course, to rest and heal. Now, I think my biggest, I guess, weakness in Monster Hunter is that I always carve the tails right after I cut them off. So generally, after I carve the tail, it's like an opening in a boss fight or something. That's like when the monster can get free damage in on me, but I get so greedy for it. The thing about something I'm pretty excited about is that I actually have quite a few people willing to support me on Patreon now. Now, obviously, it's not a lot, and that's fine. I'm just flabbergasted that so many people like my content so much that even they would be willing to financially support me just to see me keep doing this. But at the same time, I am kind of grateful because Sassy, my German Shepherd, she keeps eating my pants. And because of that, I have to buy some new pants. She ate 5 pairs of my pants, and I only have one left that I'm wearing right now. And I also got to wear these pants for work, so I have to wash these pants every day until I can get some new pants. Because for some reason, my dog just has a problem with wanting to eat pants, and I have no idea why. You know, when you up the resolution a bit, Rathian doesn't look that bad in terms of like, oh, it's so ugly. But in the old PS2 graphics, when it was kind of blurry and splotchy, yeah, she looked pretty awful. But whenever the devs first cooked her up, I could see how they thought she might have looked pretty alright when they were just making the model. But seeing her rendered in-game with all the pixelation and the compression and everything else, especially from TVs back in the day, yeah, I can see why they would say, like, she's super, super ugly. Because even now, even though she looks a lot better in HD, she is still really ugly. Alright, I think I'm going to do one more quest before I try to cobble this video together. Because of the technical issues with my main computer, it's just been causing issues, and it's been setting me back. And I really need to get a video out today. Alright, so I'm going to do this last Queen of the Desert quest, and I want to see how much better the, well, lack of lag is now. Now, something I have thought about doing on the weekends is, I know that a lot of people prefer my videos to be, like, not super long, and obviously they don't want me to spam it out, but I do also just want to get more videos out there in general, partly for the algorithm, and partly because it does kind of give me something to do. Because on the weekends, usually all I do is kind of either go shopping or stay home and do nothing, so maybe if I can manage to make and pump out, like, some more short videos, I'll probably do, like, a couple of more videos per weekend than I normally would. Like, today, obviously, it's getting kind of late in the day, and I still have to edit this video down, so it's probably going to be, like, another 3 hours from the time I'm recording this before I even get it up, so it'll definitely be late coming out. But at the same time, I do kind of want to, like, do more videos just as a whole. Also, on top of that, I still need 1,000 watch hours before I can qualify for, like, the whatever partnership program thing, where we can get, like, memberships and stuff. And since I always premiere my videos, I think it would be nice to be able to have, like, custom emotes for members to display in chat. At least for those, like, 4 or 5 people who always like to come out and check out my premieres whenever they happen. I do feel kind of bad. I keep accidentally launching people because I'm not, like, paying attention. Alright, seems like Rathian is limping. Just one last push should finish her off. Now, of course, in this area, the Absaros will be getting in the way, so I always try to kill them first whenever I can, but Looks like everybody took down the Rathian for me. Thanks, guys. And that's why. I hate these guys so much. Alright, now that the Apsaros are dealt with, I can actually carve the Rathian. Although it does seem like they respawn in this area. That would be problematic if we was still fighting the Rathian. Good thing we got a full party and we were able to take her down pretty quickly. Now, initially I was going to do this to try to upgrade my Rathian's sword, but it looks like I'll need wings, and in order to do that, I'll actually have to go into high rank. So, thankfully, the sword does do pretty good piercing. I mean, like, it doesn't bounce a whole lot, so as long as I keep the sharpness on it up, I should be able to handle just about everything for the rest of the low rank now. Definitely not looking forward to the Gravios fight, though, because that's probably going to be a pain. Alright, I'm going to call it for now. Thank everybody so much for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like on it. Comment down below if you have any tips or information for me for the rest of the game. And subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Also, if you want to join me on some of my hunts, check out my Discord, linked in the description below. And if you want to support the future of the channel, check out my Patreon, linked in the description below as well. That way I can get me some more freaking pants sassy, you son of a bitch!